Hello, Ged. Mason, welcome in. Will. Trying to figure out which mastodon this is. Or Tractodon, not mastodon. Looks like a mastodon. Alright, I'm going to recall my other one so we can get some roadworks done here. There we go, this one. Mr. Maddie, welcome in. We get some cookies. Nice. ATO, welcome in. Blaine. Musa, welcome in. Zing. How's it going, everybody? Alright. I was hoping to finish all of the toy car and barrel locations video over the weekend, but got a little bit distracted, so I didn't get them all finished. I have them all recorded, and I have the screenshots for, well, actually all of them are uploaded except for Kernel here. Actually no, I think I got to do the barrels yet on Sandswept, and then both the toy cars and barrels here on Kernel. Oh my gosh, the barrels here on Kernel are so annoying to get. Actually, all the toy cars here are annoying to get too, but they're not as bad. The barrels are way up in the mountain, and it's kind of tough to get up there. Alright, let's see. Mr. Marvin, welcome in. Hope you're doing well, brother. I'm doing good. How are you doing, Marvin? It has been a while. Try and sneak back through here. Get retracting his ask already. There isn't really any trees on this. There is kind of a lot down here. But if we go over to the layers, they're not green. You can't actually harvest them. There's like a very small amount of trees on this map. Like we got a couple up here. Obviously we haven't gone all the way to the edge. Actually, this is the edge of the map. So there might be some in the clouds down below on the bottom part or on the side, but basically the entire map... Oh, there's some up there. That is within the map as well. Basically the entire map has no trees. There's like a little cluster right here. That's about it. There is almost no trees on this entire map. Oh, Marvin asked to see the map. Well, I didn't even see your comment yet, Marvin, but there you go. That's kind of funny. Yeah, I do need to get some metal at some point. I can't remember exactly. Oh, wait, there's the route. Popped up for a second. Down. Oh, yeah, that's where my truck tipped. Okay. Yeah, we'll use one of those trucks. I don't know what the... Because the Azov is a cargo truck. The Azov doesn't have a crane. And the big crane truck is obviously its own. But I don't know what the Peresta is. Papa Scorch, welcome in. I'm doing pretty well today. I was trying to get a screenshot for this this stream, but man, it's just raining here constantly. The best I had was like in the morning, like up in the mountains when it was like not raining and not really sunny. This place doesn't really get very sunny either, so... Oh, that was bad. I had the first part of the corner good, but then the last part, not so well. Oh, it's a forwarder? Oh, the Perseca. Yeah. See, that's the thing. Sometimes I read the request and I'm like, I have no idea what that is, but yeah, just a little bit misspelled when I'm trying to play. A lot of the times I can't figure out what you're trying to say. Anyways, how was everybody's weekend? Mr. Zink starting up the heist. Marvin hopping in. Ged jumping in as well. And with the gamble, very nice. Corhone, welcome in. Also joining the heist. There's a funny video, or I'm watching a funny video of Karen getting arrested calling the cops on the cops. I've seen some of those before. I saw one that was, what was it called? It was a guy who kept calling himself some weird name, like an absolute lunatic, and he's like, he had like butterfly wings. I think he called himself like Butterfly Boy or something like that, and he's like, Mr. Butterfly Boy said I could be in here. But I'm Butterfly Boy. It's like, oh my god. And then he did exactly what you're talking about, Blaine. He called the cops on the cops. They're like, we have officers there right now. And the officer's like, yeah, just tell him to hang up. Like, just hang up on him. He's he's like, but they're being mean to me. Like, oh my god. Am I in a quarry? Oops. I am. Nice. Alright. Don't forget to like the stream, boys. To anyone watching, thank you, Marvin. Mr. Matty's hopping in on the gamble. Your uncle and grandma came back from their trip. That's good. I brought out the second one thinking that I'm going to need it, but I guess I don't. Nice. Zing got a 93. Corhone's going in. 89. Very nice. Some big numbers today so far. I'm sure we'll see the small ones as well. Maddie got a 74. Marvin with a 79. So yeah, everyone's got high numbers so far. Ged trying his luck. Is this where it ends? Or he just doesn't have enough points. Probably doesn't have enough points. Yep, system said nah. It'd be funny if you could restrict people from gambling. You, sir, have had your gambling rights revoked. You've been staying up all night losing your life savings. I'm sorry. I was going to show, but does anybody want to know where the barrels are? Some people might not want the spoiler. I checked 2 of the 3 locations that I found toy cars at on the demo, and they were not there. So there's only one more spot that I had found them on this map. I doubt they're there too, but I just haven't checked, so. According to Dave, he just has a thing that searches for that. Oops. That name in the game file, so he didn't have to do any like manual work. He just searched that one word in every instance that popped up and got the coordinates and made it super easy for him. So I'm pretty sure, unless they named it something different, it's not there. Oh shoot, that's right, I gotta turn here. Forgot I got all those rocks on that path. Missed a spot. Yeah, I probably missed a lot of spots because I kind of started right here. I got the other one there. I could fill that one up and go back the other way into there. Actually, I can delete that too. I think this one is supposed to open up the concrete slabs facility or something. Hello Zabi, hello BBG, welcome in. Oop. Oops. Touching grass is not enough. I need trains. What? If you want trains, you gotta play a different game. Lesson says no more D-shaped rugs, man. If you want a rug, you gotta get a different shape. Hey, right, welcome in. Some KFC for lunch for BBG, very nice. Forgot to take your 1 p.m. Ritalin. The only reason I even know what that is from an Eminem song, where he talks about a Ritalin binge. Yes, Zabi. Lesson says you got a little bit of the tism there, Gad. This is called Roadcraft. So right now we're pouring down sand to build a road. But Ged wants us to play Traincraft, where we craft railroad tracks. SnowRunner 2. Eddie, welcome in. What's wrong with the left road there? No, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm throwing down sand, so I figured I'd have to move all the rocks out of the way. There's another, well, there was an alternate route that you can drive on through here, but now I've covered it in sand, so you can't really tell. I mean, I guess you can see the tire tracks like right there, but the road actually itself veered off over through the swamp here. So, but yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. I just decided that I didn't want to move the rocks. If I was going to drop sand and make a new road, I might as well do it on the one that's a little bit easier. You're starting up a news stream after lunch for a game that just came out. Very nice. I was trying to play. Well, I think maybe I'll end up playing it later on tonight. I'm not sure. But I got sent a key for Car Dealer Simulator like 2 weeks ago, and I just haven't played it yet. But I've heard from a couple of people that's a pretty good game. I haven't seen any videos on it either. How long is this game? I'm not sure. We haven't beat it yet. Maybe if you blitz through like 150 hours or something, I don't know. They said 80 to 100, but I think that's low. Especially if you're by yourself. Dune Awakening. I think you might have told me about that one before. Blaine restarted Far Cry 5. Don't tell Nuno, he says that one's awful. But Nuno got scared away one day. Never came back. They should do a map where you rebuild a military base, deliver tanks and equipment. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, I see, but in this game you can actually move the rocks and stuff, as I have understood it. Yes, you can. There's attachment points on all the big rocks. I would assume every single rock on this thing, except for the ones that are like attached to the, cliffside or whatever, they're like part of the map. Actually, they look like a different color. Like the dark gray ones are part of the map, and then these kind of lighter, more brownish colored ones up here can all be moved. You could probably run a blade through it and knock most of them off, but after a while, obviously, they pile up and then it's kind of too hard to push. But yeah, you could probably run a blade through it, or you could use a crane and pick them all up. Alright, we're almost getting to the sand quarry. Travis, welcome in. Actually, Zavi, welcome in. Eddie, welcome in as well. Finally back in Discord. Only took making a third account. Oh, wow. Did you forget your password and then try to reset it and it was like, oh, you need to have this email, and you're like, kind of locked out from that as well because I don't remember the password. They're probably the same one. You like Far Cry 5? I liked Far Cry 5. I thought it was pretty cool. I've only beat 1, 4, and 5. I had to think about it. I've played 2 and played 3 and played 6. But 2 and 3 I played way after the fact just because I heard the franchise was pretty good. So 4 was the first one that I bought when it came out. I bought 4, 5, and 6 when they all came out. Like this area is the same, Eddie, as the last one. Like you can cross this without actually needing anything. I've done it a couple of times. Actually, I think I have a vehicle. Oh wait, no, I drove back past. I had a vehicle up here at the little star, and then I drove back out this way. So, where did Nuno go anyhow? He got scared away. Somebody scared him off, but it wasn't using. Basically, he was talking about something that it's kind of hard to explain on here because I don't want to say too much, but he was talking about something that was touchy for somebody, I guess you could say. And they told him not to do it, and he's like, why can I not talk about this? And like steamed off all mad. And never came back. So I know this would be like a perfect Nuno game. You can move all the rocks out of the way. You can finally build the bridges that you want. Far Cry 7 currently delayed to 2026. I didn't know they were even working on one. Yeah, this definitely seems like a game that he would like. I know he's on Xbox, but I think he's on Series X, so I think he'd be able to play it. Don't forget, Nuno doesn't like anything. I know. But Nuno always complains about not being able to build bridges and not being able to clear rock blockages. So now you could basically eliminate both of his biggest gripes with SnowRunner. Because you could just put sand down over the rocks and make like a little bump in the road. Or if they're like movable rocks, you could just crane them or plow them out of the way. And you can build bridges pretty much wherever you want. Not 100%, but pretty much. They're making Black Ops 7. That's crazy. I still think about this. I used to play Call of Duty like before I stopped playing Call of Duties when Black Ops was like before Black Ops even came out. I played them really early on in the 2000s. Call of Duty Big Red 1, Call of Duty Finest Hour, Call of Duty 2, 3, 4. I played World at War, but that was kind of the last one that I really played. I want to say Modern Warfare 2 was the one that came out after that, and then it went to the Black Ops and then all the other ones. I bought Vanguard, and I bought Ghosts, but I kind of wait till they're out for a few years now before I buy them, because I do enjoy the campaigns of those games. Mr. Whalen, welcome in. Okay, okay, still going through here, and then down. It's a long route still. For this specific route, Eddie, I have a Wayfarer truck, which is like the worst one in the game. That's got to come down it. I think it would get stuck on there. You know what? When I get done, actually, I'm gonna go push those rocks off right now, and I'll reroute it over those this section here. Well, actually, I'll have to build a road over to this section too. But I bet you it'll get stuck. I'll build a road out to here, and then I'll stop, and then I'll let it go across the bridge here, and then I'll build a road to the rest of it. It'll probably get stuck because it's so bad. Let me go back and get the blade. That's not it. Wait, did I put it on the other side? Oh, I did. Okay. John, welcome in. Guess whose birthday's in 6 days? I'm gonna guess John's. Did you play Construction Simulator? Yeah, I used to play that quite a bit. I kind of stopped about December. They came out with a new well, actually, I think it was 2 DLCs back in December. I think it was like the early December, like I want to say the 10th for some reason. I think it was the same day as the GTA update. And I had emailed them about it. I've had contact with them for, 8, 10, 12 months, whatever it had been before that. And so I emailed them asking for the key, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you'll get it on the day it releases. Just you won't get it early." And I didn't even ask for it early, but I was like, "All right, that's fine." And then it came out, and I was playing GTA because that had updated that day, and I hadn't got the key yet for Construction Sim. And then I just wasn't sent the key for like a week. And so then finally, after like a week, I emailed him. I was like, "Am I going to get the key or what?" And he's like, "Yeah, here it is." And I was like, "Okay, well, it would have been nice to have it a week ago, but anyways." And so then that was the last DLC that they had as well. But I just never really played it after that. Played other games. So I kind of stopped back in like December. Actually, funnily enough, I have a short that I just found that's supposed to come out over the next couple of days. This is probably like a year ago, maybe even longer, that I just had like saved somewhere. And I was deleting some stuff and found it like a month ago. I went through and I found like 40 different shorts that I had clipped and just not produced. So they've been coming out every day for the last like month. Actually, I guess I can flatten all this while I'm going this way, huh? But yeah. I enjoyed Construction Sim. I just wish that the hard mode was not just more materials, basically. Because it was like you can lift, on easy you can lift, say, like 4 wall parts into place. On normal you can lift like 8, and then on hard you can lift like 12. It's like, okay, but that doesn't really make it any harder, just more work. Like more of the same work. So going to Florida for your birthday for the 4th of July. That's going to be busy. Turning 16, very nice. June 15th. Sandy, welcome in. Sorry I didn't see you right away. I have lately completely lost interest in playing anything involving just killing everything that moves. So mainly playing different types of simulators. And golf. Nice. I was playing golf with NachoCast on GTA on Friday just to kill some time. It's funny. You always play it on hard? I normally like playing games on hard as well, but Construction Sim, it just didn't, I don't know, didn't do it for me. I'm just like, I don't see the point in this. Like, it's just, like, mainly when you have to, like, dig a pit, and you have to move, like, hundreds of thousands of tons of dirt instead of, like, or the trenches, because they've now fixed that the bulldozer can't just do most of the trench work for you at the very end of the game. The bulldozer was like the easiest way to do it. You just put it in there. It makes it way too wide, but totally destroys everything in the path. So it's super easy and quick. Maddie says, my son Jackson will be 2 on the 16th. Wow. Well, happy birthday to both John and Jackson in 6 days. I'm doing good, Sandy. How are you doing? We're just flattening this route. We will come back through and make a little path. Actually, the whole reason I came out here was to get these rocks out of the way. We have a Wayfarer mission, which if you guys don't know, it's one of the worst like trucks to have to make a path for in here for the NPC drivers. So I didn't want to oh no, not manual. Great. That's gonna make a huge dip. I'll have to plug that whole thing with sand. Ah, dang it. Alright. But so I'm going to try and knock off these rocks if I can. Just because of this route would probably be worse than the one that we're going down right now. Mr. Drifter, welcome in. Alright, that's probably as good as we're going to get there. Oh, that worked. Knock them off. I'm going to spin the back end, hopefully, if I can. Alright. Yeah, I don't play a lot of shooters, but I do enjoy a shooter every now and then. I just saw... Am I stuck? Oh, the blade probably. Marching. I just saw there's a... If you guys are on PC anyways... Or maybe I should run an asphalt destruction so they fly off to the side. I can't remember the name of the game, but there's a new shooter... Costs $60 on Epic Games. And it's free right now for this week. I can't remember the name of it, though. Hey, what's up, Joe? Welcome in. Yeah, I think probably the crane would be the best option here. Marching. Never playing FS25. Welcome in, Drifter. It says, hi. There's a case IH656 tractor in FS25. That's cool. I haven't been playing FS25 lately, if that's what you're talking about, yeah. Trying to get these rocks over the edge. There we go. The hardest part of construction sim is topsoil removal with bulldozer. Driving it back and forth, even diagonally, crisscrossing, never shows green. Yeah, I found that you have to go over it multiple times. Like you go over it once and it kind of pushes a little pile off to your side, and you go over it again, and then it clears a lot of it, and then you do it again. It's, in my opinion, it's still faster than like a wheel loader. Rex likes to use the wheel loader and pick up all the sand and then sell it. I personally didn't like to do that just because, well, I did it at the start actually for some money, but I just find that I would rather go through the contracts and make the money than sell all the dirt and move slower. Because I can make pretty much the same amount of money by being 20% faster going through the contracts. Am I going to the Air Force? No. I think I might have got myself stuck again. Oh, I got the parking brake on. Yeah, I think we might have gone too far over the edge. We're now stuck. We'll see if we can get back onto the other one. We'll probably drown the engine out here. Sandy says it's a good day. Rainy where I live. It's rainy in the game here too. Yeah, this thing's gonna get drowned out, isn't it? Alright, I'm gonna bring out a crane. That's probably just gonna be easier. Where is it? Where did I park it? Oh, it's over here. I'll grab the rocks with this thing. Alright, let's go to the garage here. Enter, oops, not the vehicle. And then do I have a Zix around? Yeah, when I go to Florida, I'm gonna go to one of the fun places, Disney World. Nice. I've never been. Yes, Deathloop. That was the one I was trying to think of. So that is for free this week on Epic Games if you guys are on there. It's normally $60, so good week to pick up a game if you don't have it. I've never played it, but I thought it looks kind of fun. Okay, where did we put that thing? Oh, I didn't recover, did I? Deploy. There we go. Oh, never seen that crane in this game before. Do you have an excavator too? I have the like normal crane version. I have every vehicle now. So they have this one, which is like a normal crane. But it's not an excavator. They don't have any excavators on the game. So that's just a different version of it. The other version would probably be easier than this one. And actually, I'm probably making a mistake by putting it on this trailer, because this trailer, or this vehicle, really struggled last time I tried to move this. I'm trying to think, do I want to park here or try and get it all the weight up on the tongue? It might be easier to get all the weight up there if I can, I don't know. Yeah, I drive the bulldozer first on the wheel loader. My favorite machine is the cat excavator. Something meditative about digging and listening to something at the same time. That's funny. Done that before. You're not hearing any in-game sounds? Yeah, there's an engine bug. Here. Maybe I'll see. What is my sound at? Oh, I do have it turned way down. My bad. Sorry about that. I was like, it is being quiet right now. So yeah, sometimes I turn it down over the weekend when I'm doing recordings. I have different volumes, and I guess I forgot to set it back up. My audio's been messed up lately. My speakers no longer work. My stuff is like, I don't know. It's like my sound will randomly stop working now, like in my headset. Oh no. It's done it like 3 times to me since my speakers went out. I don't know what's going on. But I bought a new thing of speakers, and that doesn't work either. So it's something. It's either in my settings somewhere, something's really weird. Let's just put this way down, maybe. Something like that will work. Or I like blew it the other week. Basically, I had one of my cables, like, I don't know if it like shorted or something. It was like a 3-year-old cable. I don't know if it was just like old wear and tear, but all of a sudden my computer shut off and both my monitors and my speakers. So I think something, the cord on my PC that connects to my screen, the DisplayPort cable, like overheated and cracked, and I think it like shorted and it messed something up. And so the sound works right now, but the only way that it works is if I wear a headset. Well, I'm wearing a headset anyways when I'm streaming, because I don't want the sound to come out of the speakers and then catch in the mic and then like echo. But yeah, I can't. Basically, the only way I can hear sound is if I wear a headset right now. My speakers are just not working. So there's something messed up. But thank you, Hatrick. Appreciate that. I want a game that marries SnowRunner and Roadcraft and Construction Sim. That would be cool. Yeah, I remember wanting a game that did Construction Sim and Roadcraft, and this is, or Construction Sim and SnowRunner. This is kind of it, but I thought this would be a lot more construction based when it first came out. Obviously, with the name, it's more road building, you know, you do fix some pipes, but that's kind of about it. You do a little bit of cable laying, a little bit of pipe fixing, and the rest of it's pretty much just building roads for either yourself or the AI or NPC vehicles to travel down. So Steve says a lot of road building on this map. For contracts, or just like you need the roads to have the NPC drivers to go around. I used to use headphones when I play my games, but I don't anymore. Yeah, normally when I'm just playing them, I won't have the headset on just because it's, I don't know, I guess annoying if you play them for a while. It kind of just is easier without it, you know? But when I'm streaming, I always have to wear it. Otherwise, you'd catch an echo. It would come out the speakers and then go back into the microphone. And you'd have the normal sound that you get straight from the computer, and then you'd have the speaker sound coming back through, so it'd like echo. Do I think the AI adds to the game? I keep calling it NPC even though they call it AI. I just feel like they're using the wrong term. They're just non-player character drivers, right? NPCs. They're not actually like AI. They don't learn from their routes and like get better the next time and swerve around. They go exactly where you tell them to go. But I do think it gives it a different aspect to the game. Like if you were comparing it to, say, SnowRunner, a lot of people are like, oh, well, it's basically the same thing, right? You just deliver stuff. I'm like, no, it's way different. Like, on here, you can build bridges pretty much wherever you want. Whereas in SnowRunner, everybody's map at the end looks exactly the same. Everybody's done all of the same missions. So this one has the NPC routes that are different. Obviously, the road building, you can also just pour sand and like cover up anything you don't really want. You know, if you have like these rocks here in your way, you can just cover them up with sand. So it's AI, but they got it from Temu. Got it on sale. Yeah, there's just a lot of different things about this one. I always say to people that the difficulty on SnowRunner is getting from point A to point B because it's an off-road driving simulation game. So it's supposed to be hard off-road. The hard part on here is not having the winches for the most part, because you're not supposed to have winches for all of these vehicles, right? They want you to build good roads so you don't need winches. You can just drive down your own roads. Oh, I've got the crane mode, okay. Whoa! I turned it around, I didn't know I had it whipped around the 180. Yeah, I don't know. They're not even really supposed to be that similar, you know. They have the off-road driving mechanic, and they have some deliveries on here. Like you might need some metal, but pretty much everything revolves around building infrastructure for your own fleet of stuff, whether it's the AI drivers or your own. Like you'll build a road to a concrete plant, because the concrete will allow you to start building bridges, or you'll build a road up there so that your AI trucks can get up there, because that's one of your main objectives. There's not... Like, everything kind of revolves around the road building. And same even with the power. Like, when you fix the power, so that you can probably have something that drives up there, or, you know, replace the pipes, because that is something you do up there as well. But yeah, this is way easier than using the plow. You know what's funny is obviously Ged's not here because he's not talking, so he's going to come back in and be so mad that he missed this part. There we go. Ged's one of those people that if he's in here, he's talking 24/7, so we know he's not here. I said, yeah, you're right. I think it makes the game look and feel a bit different. A bit more alive and not as desolate as SnowRunner. Yeah, that's one of the things that I really like about it, is they have the voice actor for Kelly. And obviously you never like, well, I guess I haven't beat the game, but you never really see anybody. You don't see Kelly or anything, but just having somebody talk to you makes it feel a little bit more alive than, say, SnowRunner, where you have to like read every single text that pops up. Or I guess you could just skip them all, that works too. Dude, this thing is awesome for moving rocks. It can grab like the huge ones too. No problem. Ah. I'm bad at judging depth, I guess. My depth perception's off. No. Hey, Rubica, welcome in. Alright, gotta move forward again. The only thing I hate about Far Cry 5 is going into the Bliss. Yeah, Nuno hates the Bliss. But again, what doesn't Nuno hate? I'm still having trouble getting used to these controls. Like, I'm trying to put it down, but I want that middle to arch, and it's not. Let's see. Like, that's left and right, that's up and down. For some reason I can't bring it in towards me. Oh, there it goes. Mr. Alfredo, welcome in. Yeah, the water is really good on this game. I love it when you put like sand down and it slides down in splashes. That looks really good. Alfredo says, stop tryharding on the XP. So we got John number 1, Zing number 3. Not sure who's 2. So I guess it doesn't really like to bend in the middle. I'm pushing the button, you can see it's lighting up. On the right side you can see the left thumbstick lighten up. I'm pushing down to bring the boom back towards me. And it's just not working. Alright, well I guess we'll just back up. We have to do it at full length. Oh, there it goes. Why is there an XP cap? I don't know, the highest I've seen anybody get was 450. I don't know if it takes like a whole bunch of chats to get up to that point, or what exactly, but it seems like it stops at like 225, and then 300, and then like 375. Like basically every 75 points it kind of seems to stop at. He says you probably have to raise or lower the boom first. Yeah, it seems like, I guess it looks like it has to be way down at the ground level, like here, and then it'll retract. Because now it's working. But if you have it up higher, like this, and you try and do it, it won't go. So it has to be like really, really low, and then it'll go. At least we figured that out now, though. quite the opposite of what you thought. I know, right? Like, you would think when you'd have it way up in the air, it'd be easy to boom back in, but I guess they want it low. Alright. That's probably good enough. We're not gonna tar over this just because I wanted to see how bad the AI does. I will put, or not tar, sand over it. We're gonna put sand all the way up to the logs, though. Actually, I might pull off a little bit more even. Make sure I'm well out of the way. But it was a good tip, Eddie. Finally got it figured out how to get it to work, so... I don't know why that would be the case, but whatever, I guess. Small things for them to fix, right? Did you see that the small rock made a much smaller splash than the big one? I didn't really pay attention, no. David, welcome in. Say JJ in chat, still pushing through Sunken alone. We'll get 2/3 of the way. Yeah, Sunken seems to be the map that a lot of people are kind of struggling with from what I hear. Or maybe not struggling with, but like, it just takes a long time. There's a lot of stuff to do, and the routes that they have you go are like, you know, some of them are pretty crazy. I've kind of asked this a couple of times, but has anybody found any like very useful tips or tricks? I think I'll probably, after tonight, I think I'll probably start on working on a second tips and tricks video. I got a couple of them written down, but nothing too crazy because I put most of them in the first one. But yeah, tonight I think I'm going to work on the barrels and cars here. I actually have them all collected. Where's my car at? Right here. So here's the barrels, here's all the cars. This map has 9 cars, which is 3 more than any other map. So this is 170,000 sitting in here. So I'll make a video on where to get all of this. Well, actually I'll have a video for the barrels and a video for the cars, just to keep them a little bit easier to follow if you're just looking for one or the other. And then I'll probably play that new car game that I was talking about, Car Dealer Simulator, that I was sent a while ago. I haven't gotten around to playing that. So it'll probably be in the next couple of days that we'll end up doing that. Alright. You don't need no tips and tricks, Alfredo. That video did really well at the start. It's still doing better than most of my videos, but it's kind of died off, which makes sense. When will I play some GTA? Probably on Friday. I think they're supposed to have an update on Thursday, actually, aren't they? Oh no, they do updates on Tuesdays usually. Maybe they're doing it tomorrow. Are they updating the game tomorrow? They do the weekly updates on Thursday, but when they do like a bigger update, they do it on Tuesdays. So maybe they're doing it tomorrow, I don't know. 17th, okay, next Tuesday. So that's probably when we'll stream it then, Alfredo. Next Tuesday. We'll probably play this until this is beat, and then I'll probably jump on SnowRunner, Farm Sim, GTA, and that'll be like... Because those are the other games that we're kind of playing right now. I know Farm Sim recently had an update with, well, DLC I should say. So we'll hop back on there. We haven't played that in 3 weeks now or whatever since this came out. Osbald, welcome, or thank you for the subscription, welcome in, if you're here. And if I said that right, Ozibald. Okay, yeah, that is the right way. Blood's not buying it. Who's Blood? I'm blood? Okay. Oh, bro, maybe? Is that supposed to be like bro's not buying it? I know blood's like a hood word for... Like, what up, blood? Did you play Truck and Logistics Simulator, or is that game dead already? I played it only once, actually. I have played Trucks and Logistics Simulator. It was kind of fun. I liked, like, putting stuff in your vehicle. Like, you know, even the smaller trucks, loading yourself up is kind of cool. It's the same problem I always say, too many games, too little time. Especially when you play, like, games like this, which are... I mean, this one's kind of sandboxy, right? Like, it has main objectives to do, but once you're done with those, you could do all kinds of stuff. Like, this building over here... Where is it? This one? I completely covered this building with sand on the demo. The entire building was covered in sand. And you could... If you want to know how high you can build sand, I watched a video on it the other day, actually, just to see if it had changed. But basically, you can go up to about the tops of this pipe right here. Because this pipe comes out of the building, and then these are a little bit taller, so it's like taller than the roof. But this is a two-story... Let me see if I can... Yeah, I have a couple of cars nearby. So that's about as tall as you can put sand. Right up to the top, on top of that pipe up there. It goes a little bit past the pipe. Like maybe 3 feet taller than the pipe. Yeah, we do have the Aramatsu crayfish. We actually have every single vehicle in the game. That's why our money's only 4,500. But yeah, basically you can put sand all the way up to a little bit taller than those little things sticking out at the top up there. I think I said 3 feet taller than the pipe. 3 feet taller than the tips of those. It's probably about right. And actually, if you look at my Roadcraft videos and you go back to like 3 months ago, you'll see one of my screenshots or thumbnails is a picture of this building from the swamp right here. Like, I think I parked right here, looking this way. And the building is completely covered in sand, and that's as tall as you can go up to the very top of that. I don't know if you have something packed at a truck and then recover it at some point to mission, it completes it because the item gets placed where it should be done with the fuel tank handy. I gotta read that again. I don't know if you know that if you have something packed at a truck and you recover it at a point to complete the mission. Okay, so if you recover it to a completion point, it completes because the item gets placed where it should be done with a fuel tank handy. From my experience, if you pack a truck and you fast travel it, the cargo drops wherever you started the fast travel at. It just falls out of your truck. Like if I fast traveled from here back to the garage, it would just drop whatever I had on the ground here, and I'd go back there. I don't have the crayfish out right now, but we do have it. Let's go to logging. Alright, we have the cutter head and the like crane one. Actually, I've never even deployed this one. Osama, you need help? What's up? We got quite a few people in here. Maybe someone can give you an answer. If not, myself. So yeah, that's the crayfish logging, like one to pick up logs. Mr. Jeremy, Osama, and Joe, welcome in. Let's get back to road building out here. That was terrible as well. Hey, Rabbit, welcome in. Rabbit Rob. Yeah, so we've bought at least one of every single vehicle in the game now. We have the rusty version of everything you can get and the new versions of everything you can get. We have two of the bowheads, and then we have 3 Mule T1s. Those are the only vehicles we have any duplicates of, though. Or 3 Mule T1s with cranes, I should say. Have you seen the crazy people in Construction Sim making high sand mounds and deep digs? I have not. Just for fun, completely out of the game missions, they go to the US map and go the new development area. No, I've never seen that. I'm not sure where the new development area is. I never completed the main campaign on there. I completed the maritime ones. Or no, was it maritime tourism? I don't know why that sounds right. That doesn't sound right at the same time. But I completed or maybe it's maritime waterways. I can't remember. But I completed the waterways one, and I completed the tourism. I think I completed 3 out of the 4 or something on the other one, and then some of the DLCs came out, and I went over and did like the airport. Then I did part of the spaceport. I've never finished that one, and then I did the stadium. So yeah, I got distracted with some other stuff. Never finished the main campaign. Mr. Artem, welcome in. Where you're supposed to move some rocks and instead just dig in. I didn't know you could even dig that deep. The deepest I think you can dig on there would be like the spaceport, right? Whoa, that was way too much. Zing says, hello Artem. You build a huge pylon bridge at the site. On the other side you're supposed to build a hotel. Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember building the bridge, I remember the hotel. That's the, what did you call it? That's the new development area, gotcha, okay. I can't roll forward. There we go. You're headed to bed now, right? Alright. Have a good rest of your night. Have a good sleep. See you in the next one, right? Hey, Southfang, welcome in. You got finals this week. Good luck on your finals, Artem. Alright, we're almost to the part where we failed. Oh, actually, no, we've gotten past this part already. Sweet. The route will probably fail if we don't do this, though. After a while, anyways. Southing, if you had a chance to play, I know you were here on, was it Friday? Have you gotten much farther? Still breathing, can't complain. Unable to pour sand here? Why is that? Can't say I've ever had that message before where it actually was like confusing. I've had it on bridges, that's about it. Why would I not be able to pour sand here? Oh, too close to the tunnel maybe? Yeah, it must be. Interesting. Okay, well, now we know. Or at least I would assume. It cuts off pretty squarely. Straight there. Okay, I need 3 people to join me in a game to help me complete some tasks. I gotcha. So you're not really stuck, you just want to move faster. Well, I guess you said you need help. That makes sense. That's needing help, I guess. Osama, you can feel free to put your game code out there, and if anybody here in the chat wants to hop in, they are more than welcome to do that. Crap, I got the dozer blade stuck in this swamp. Actually, maybe I can fish it out with the crane, I don't know. Yeah, you can open up a public game, lots of random people playing as well. So yeah, if you just go into your game and then go to multiplayer and then leave it open, people will randomly join you, hop in and help you out. Although some might troll you and like put sand somewhere or something like that, but most people are going to be helpful. I haven't met any trolls, but I'm just saying they're probably out there. But I also, I guess, haven't left my game open for everybody either, so... Oh, we got 2 big old rocks right on top of it. Southbank said, I am stuck on sunken. Built 4 bridges and... I gotta bring this down, okay. Built 4 bridges and the AI can't get through. I think I'll take a break until the update. Uh-oh. Can you... Well... Would you mind sharing it on Discord, Southbank? I just want to see where you're talking about, where they're getting stuck. I can see there's a little rock right in between my blade and the truck too. That's probably not helping much. See if I can fish that one out of there. Did I get it? I did. Nice. Can't believe that worked. The route between oil station... Oh, that one. Yeah, that's a rough one. Okay, yeah, let's try and maybe... Okay, put this down. Retract that back, if possible. Do you want me to... Well, I had to push through one spot. Do you want me to show you what I did? Oh. If I would have sanded it, it would have been fine, that one spot. I just didn't... I wanted to try and keep moving on, basically. Ooh, I think that's good, right? No! Okay. Oh, something popped. No, you're good. I just need to clear my head, and I also have put so much sand in there. But it won't flatten? Really? I've never heard of that problem. Oh, I've just noticed there's another big old rock right in front of me here. Oh, because the ground is too bumpy? Hmm. Kind of surprised we got out of that. Well, I'm going to show you what I did. Because I think you're probably trying to follow the actual road, and you have to put a ton of sand on the actual road, right? I didn't follow the actual road. I cut through the forest. So I build wooden bridges, but the gap between the ground and the bridge is too big. Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, I know what you're talking about. It's probably, you've put so much time into it, you don't want to change the route at this point either, but Oh yeah. This was the last place I was in trying to line up all of my my toy cars and barrels for the screenshot. Okay. So it's from the oil station up here. Obviously you can actually see, well, there you can see my route. So we go out, cleared this, went barely through here. I didn't have to, I don't think I had to adjust anything in here, just the corner. Then up through here, and here's the one spot where I have to push. If I had laid down sand through this little section right here, I would have been fine. And then, yeah, going this way, and then out. And funnily enough, they actually make this corner. Usually they turn into the tree and then back up, and then they make the corner. Actually, let's see if I can start this route up. Let me open dispatch. I'll show you how far they get. They get stuck right here, and so that's why I have this truck. This was my truck to push them, just because I was trying to get through the section. But that's going to be one of my tips or tricks that Zing just mentioned, Southfang. So I don't know if it's by design or a bug, but basically if you put down a bridge and then you try and put a bunch of sand to build up to the bridge, it will take away your sand indefinitely. It'll just, all of it just disappears forever. Like you can pour sand after sand after sand and it just disappears. What you have to do is delete the bridge, build a huge sand pile, and then put the bridge back. So if you have multiple bridges, you might have to delete like 4 of them, whatever it is, then build it all up with sand and then put your bridges back. So that's the only way that they don't yeah, basically if you do it otherwise, your sand will just disappear and disappear and disappear. It just doesn't go anywhere. It's dropping into like an endless pit. So here's where you get stuck. All I'd have to do is put a little bit of sand and pave, or probably even just put down sand. But yeah, that's the section where you get stuck. So usually what I do is I just drive up and hit him. He's going to go in reverse. I'll wait a second. So I just drive up and push him through this little section here. And then I'll just let off. Let him go on his own. And he can make it the rest of the way there. Except I think, oh, I thought I pushed him into the wall there. So that's the route that I went. I think you're trying to go through all of this because that's where the road was, and it's just becoming terrible. But yeah, watch this part. It's kind of funny. He'll like hit the tree, back up, and then fix it. And sometimes hit the wall too. Let's see if he's got it. Oh, missed the tree. All right, now can he turn and miss the wall? Oh, he might have it. He's got it. Oh, no, he hit it. Dang it. I thought he had it. He was just like a hair off, so he'll back up and then keep going. But yeah, that's my route. I just pushed through all the trees here, and then I poured a tiny little sand hill. They do kind of get stuck on here, and I should have put more sand between here because they really slow down in this section, but then they get to the other side and keep going. So... All right. Oh yeah, I tipped over my K700 there too. Don't worry about that. But that's it. That's my route. So, like I said, if you were to go the same thing and just throw a little bit of sand here, you'd be fine. Return to hub. He's got 3 bridges. Yeah. So like I said, the bridges will just take away sand indefinitely. Once you put the bridge down, that yellow box where you like put the materials, basically becomes a zone where it'll just suck up all the sand you ever put into it. So you have to delete the bridge, rebuild the sand pile how high you want it, and then build the bridge back. So you might have to delete like 1, 2, or even 3 bridges later. Because, you know, obviously they connect at the other end as well, so you have to build that part up too. Might try that later, just need a break from Roadcraft. And the big dump truck spills sand everywhere. Yeah, that one's really annoying. They said they'll be fixing that, so hopefully that comes soon. They haven't said it publicly, but I had one of the devs in my chat like about a week and a half ago, and that was one of the things that he said, because I told him, well, I was just talking to my chat, but I was saying that we had nicknamed the truck the leaky truck, and he's like, oh, we'll fix that. We know about that. Oh, you've tried rebuilding the bridges? Wow. Rebuilt them 3 times, tried to add sand, flatten, but still not getting through. Yeah, so the also the sort of the trouble is, so if you put down sand and then you put the bridge and then you try to flatten, again, that all that sand that you push will go into the like yellow box and just disappear. So you have to put down the sand and flatten it before you build the bridge, which is kind of annoying because it seems like you would want to like put the bridge down and then flatten it up to the bridge to make it nice. But no, you have to flatten it first and then put the bridge part. Because otherwise it'll just disappear all that sand. You'll try my route later. Yeah, you have to push down some trees on that side, and you'll have to fill in a couple of gaps, but it didn't take too long. Just the ground is so bumpy, gonna need 50 loads. Oh my gosh. 50 loads for 10 yards. That is tough. And I'm assuming, South Fang, you're trying to get it to where you don't have to push them at all either. That's what I want to do on my next playthrough. Make all really nice roads. Excuse me. So that I don't have to push them at all. They can do it all on their own. Miss Lisa, welcome in. I'm not even sure if I have my, I'm sure I have the dozer somewhere on here. I don't know why I'm not using it, but I guess this one was just closer. There is a base you can get that's actually, I think it's just over there. Like a new garage, or maybe it's this one. But I haven't got the missions to unlock it yet. Although, when I went to the area for one of the toy cars over the weekend, Kelly called and said that if we did a certain thing, it would open up the garage. So I'm not sure which one it is. I'd have to open back up the menu and see which one had us going in that area. But yeah, I now know that you can get that garage fairly soon from wherever I'm at, which we're at 30%. Ghost Tech, welcome in. How are you doing, Ghost? How are you doing, Lisa? Oh, and also, Southwing said that's a lot of money there. Yeah, I haven't sold any toy cars yet, or barrels. I think I might end up doing it just for the achievement. But I have all of them collected on all of the maps. The only thing is with this map, I still have to get a screenshot with them. So I have one with the barrels, but I'm not sure if I really like it. They're just sitting in the back of one of my trucks. So I don't know. I'll try and, like, normally this map is rainy, and if it's sunny, like right now, it's just early morning usually. It's never like sunny during the day, it seems like. Like right now would be a perfect time for a picture, except I don't have the truck set up. Well, I shouldn't say perfect. It'd be probably the best one I've had, where it's like somewhat sunny, not early morning, and it's not rainy. Nope, there comes the rain. Yeah, that's weird how they have that cut off right there. Just a super straight line. Huh, whatever. Which map do you recommend after Sunken? So what I've been doing is saying I think you should go to Deluge and get the links. It's literally the first mission she offers you. She offers you 2 missions, and one of them's to get the links. And then I would go to Sojourn. That's where you get this. This one's like 50% through Sojourn. I think my favorite map so far has been Sojourn. But I would go either to Sandswept. Sandswept, the vehicle, he gets about 12% through. But I would for sure pick up the Lynx, and then I'd probably get this blade. This blade, I don't think I... Let me see. I'm trying to find my other one. It's like 40% larger. Here it is. Then the... oh, that one's way far away, too. I was going to show you next to the K700, but I have nowhere near there. But yeah, it's quite a bit bigger than the K700, so it's well worth the trip. So yeah, I would say probably Deluge, then Sojourn, or Deluge Sandswept Sojourn. But I would just go to Deluge and get the vehicle and then go to the other maps. But if you want to do them one at a time, I think Sojourn's probably the most fun. It's also always really nice and bright there. There's no sandstorms, no rain. Oh wait, I was gonna... In order to flip that truck, I'd have to pour a lot of sand there. I think. But the Lynx vehicle, it's actually the one for the screenshot today. I don't know if it's still up here. Nope, that's the tank. That's the crane. Is this it? Yep. Yeah, so you'll get this one. This is the rusty one. But it has really big tires, and it has a snorkel. So it's one of the better scouts. And obviously that allows you to buy the newer version as well. Which I have right here, apparently. There we go. I can also remove this. I think I have a couple more. Yeah, up here I gotta remove these. I was marking where my toy cars were at so I wouldn't forget them. Oops. Or I guess lose them, really. But now I got them all in one spot. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can try and get this truck flipped over without a crane, and then if I need one, I'll go get it. Wow, that seems super heavy. Can't even move that thing. Alright, we'll need a crane truck then. I mentioned this earlier, but on this map, there's almost no trees. This map has like nothing. Like there is trees like up in front of me, or up on the hills over here, but you can't actually take them down. If you go to the all these trees in here can't be taken down. They cannot be harvested, at least according to the filter. The only trees that can be harvested are like up here. There's a bunch. Way up here. A little bit here. A little bit here. And maybe some like in this fog. Hang on, I gotta sneeze. Alright. Yeah, there might be some like in this fog or this fog, but I'm following the bottom of the map. This is where the map ends. And this is the side here. There is a good chunk up here in this portion. And then all the way across here, so there might be some in here as well. But pretty much there's no trees across the entire map. It's like empty. How beat would you be if you're carrying the toy cars and your truck spazzes out? Oh man, I thought about that. That would be awful. Thank you, Robert. Welcome in. Yeah, that would be terrible. I'd have to like replay the entire game to this point. Maybe I should get somebody to come in and copy my save just so I have a backup. Oh, I keep trying to push the refill button, but I forget that I'm outside the zone. Now I want to see it. Where is the zone at? Oh, okay, it's like right next to me. Instead of backing up, I can just go to the side. Good to know. Whoa. Apparently we're making a 2-wide lane road here. All the sand leaking out. Yeah, I probably wouldn't normally build this road this well, but now that we're on the last map, like I said, I've been kind of forcing through all the trucks and stuff. But now I can make the videos for all the different toy car locations, stuff like that, so I'm not in as much of a rush to get through, I guess. I'm still not sure if I should pave like this whole parking lot, because the Wayfarers will get stuck after like 3 trucks if I don't. And this one has a lot of materials. Let's see, where's my route going? Pretty much straight into there. Okay, let me back this up a bit too. Oh, it's right into the pole. I was like, why is it not going back? I don't know if the range extends into here, but we'll find out. We'll go to the side. Yep, there we go. I suppose I could always change the route a little bit, huh? Normal crane can do things... Oh, I keep trying to fill it up. Normal crane can also lift logs. You don't need a forwarder. Wish I knew that before buying 3 of them. Oh no. Yeah, I knew that because I played the demo. And so yeah, the normal cranes can lift up logs. I've never had one of the mules, or even seen one of the mules do the little death roll. But I've had my Zix do a death roll, and I've seen a Wayfarer do the death roll. The death roll is basically if you have like a whole bunch of stuff packed on one trailer, it starts spazzing out. But I've also never seen any of the forwarders do it. So I'm wondering if that maybe makes them a little bit more safer, because they're probably a lot more designed and tested with logs than all the other trucks with random stuff. You know, one barrel here, a pipe there, and random, I don't know, random otherness. Gonna jump off, have a round of golf, be back later, have fun. Alright, see you later, Joe. Appreciate you stopping in. Have a good rest of your night. I don't know if you'll be back today or not, so sounds like you might be back later, but we'll see you when we see you. Okay. And where did I park the bladed truck? Is it up here? Where did I move it? Oh, it's all the way at the end, isn't it? Way down here. My map's also spun. Is this the other one? No. Oh, that one's way up there too. Okay, well neither one of them are really close. Guess we'll use this one. It's closer. 36 likes. Thank you, Robert, for the update. So we got 67 people and about half have liked the video or stream so far. I'm wondering if I send that truck route, if we'll be able to get the rest plowed by the time they catch up to us. Probably not. We're pretty slow. The Wayfarer would be slow as well, but... Actually, I think it might be the mission that I'm tracking for the garage. To find the object one out there. Because it was a find object one, and it was off in that direction. I think that might be it, actually. Welcome back, Eddie. Sorry I got called away. No worries. Zing, do you know if Zorshix has beat the game yet? I know he was on Kernel like a week ago. That's going to be kind of a tough turn right there, actually. Also, this weird little swerve in here. I just followed the road that went through here, so I probably should have just straightened it out and went straight across, but... Snakebite, welcome back. Been busy with family. After all, it is summer. Yeah, usually viewership drops in the summer. People get out and do stuff. Go fish, go hike, ride bikes, swimming, like, you know, obviously there's winter sports as well, but yeah, obviously people like to get out, do some stuff. And it didn't budge. They had to use another truck to push it. Oh, I didn't read the first part of that. Question, are the trucks weaker here than in SnowRunner? Watching another streamer and they loaded up the sideboard trailer with concrete debris and tried to go up a really small slope. Didn't budge. The Zix is pretty weak on here compared to SnowRunner. But the cranes are way stronger on here compared to SnowRunner. So it varies based on which truck. Like I put this excavator over here, this exact same one. Or no, actually it was the one with the crane on it. Onto the back of the Zix, and I was trying to go up a very like easy slope, and I couldn't get up it. I had to offload the excavator and then drive each truck individually up the hill and then put it back on. So it definitely depends on the truck. And it was, I want to say it was the new one, but it might have been the old one, I guess. I think he did complete it. Zorshix was saying he was working through Sunken again. Okay. Alright, let's go back into the routes. Alright, that looks... I mean, it's kind of sketchy where they're all at on the road now. Probably fine, actually. As long as it's... like, the outside turn's gotta be wide for sure. That looks good. We'll move this. Put this a little bit further outside. Move this one. Trying to get the truck to do some good turns. What is this? Weird little point in there. I was gonna say, it seems like it turns right there. There is a point in there, okay. Move this one down. We'll add a new one there. Yeah, this part's gonna be trouble for sure. There's no way the semi's gonna be able to make that tight of a turn. At least I don't think so. We'll probably have to put down some more stuffs over there. Alright, all that looks fine. This one's definitely off. And that one. Looks decent throughout there. Try and add one right there. How was your dinner, Zing, on Friday? Your steakhouse. Alright, let's try that. Okay, so we got one of the Azov trucks, and then right behind him should be a Wayfarer. There it is. So he might even get stuck just like right here. With some of the bumps we got in here. Ruth, welcome in. No, he veered off. Tasty had leftovers on Saturday too, awesome. So this turn has, or this dot has to move inside more. Let's see, where's the other one at? He's still chugging along, okay. I'm gonna bring out a crane truck while that guy's struggling there for a bit. I have both my Zixes already out. Yeah, pretty much all of them are actually already out. I got 2 small mules I can use, I guess. I don't know if that'll be strong enough. I think I'm gonna retain the tank. And redeploy that. Did that route fail yet? Or to get back on? Still trying. Should fail any second here then. There, finally it failed. Jeez, that took forever. Okay, let's move this dot more inside. Same with this one. And we'll try even this one too, I think. That one might have spawned him off. Oh, he starts back there. Okay, probably should be good. Try and keep him on the inside corner. Alright, says hazing. Ruth says hello, Miss Lisa. Hello, Miss Ruth from Lisa. Oh, too far inside. Alright, well. Because I don't like to cancel it and start them back over, because sometimes it makes you do the whole route back over, I'm gonna keep on moving. Also, it's downpouring again. I like how this has just turned into like a vehicle yard here. I got 3 scouts, along with 3 roadworks vehicles. The roadworks makes sense because we had to build a bridge there, or a road there. But the 3 scouts, I drug toy cars to that spot, and then picked them up with the other truck. That's why that's kind of the meeting place. Okay, there it failed. What if I try it again without moving it, because the dispatch, yeah, they'll dispatch in a different spot. We'll see. Because now he'll spawn like in the middle here. Yeah, perfect. Alright, let's go. Robert says that's what she said. Robert went from at least number 4 up to number 2. Snakebite says, I built up a road up to the castle on Sunken. The convoy can't make it up the hill when I asphalted, so I helped them by pushing them up the hill. Really? Wow. Oh, it's probably a super steep hill, huh? Because I didn't asphalt mine, and I didn't help them. And they were able to get all the way up the hill. And I didn't build any bridges. I know a lot of people have been bridging that, but I didn't. Mine's just pure sand, pretty much. Actually, I lied, because part of it now I did for a video. I did asphalt part of it, but when they ran the route, there was no asphalt. And it's kind of funny because the part where I asphalted is like the flattest part. That's the reason I wanted to use it for the video, because it was really nice and flat and straight. And so I asphalted a part that didn't need to be, but just for a video. Alright, let me back up. I gotta get out of here. That truck should be coming down the road here pretty soon. Actually, I'm gonna pull over on the side and leave this, just so that the other truck can get through. Put on the parking brake. Let's go back to the tank. I took the short route over the tracks around the back. Oh, here's the convoy chute. Oh, he's slowly grinding away. He's gonna get stuck on those concrete barriers though, right? It sounds like you might have taken a similar path to me then, Snake, because I went along the railroad tracks, and then I cut over to the road, and then I cut up the mountain. I was only on the road for like a brief, like a backwards C, basically. Came onto the road, went around a mountain, and then right back off the road up a different mountain. Alright, there it's failed. You had a small wooden bridge over the tracks because they got stuck on them. Yeah, I poured sand down. I poured sand over it. I figured if I put a layer of sand and I use the flattening, at the very lowest, the flattening will probably flatten to the tracks level, you know, because the blade would hit the tracks and not go any lower. So I'm like, this should work out like perfectly. It'll flatten right to the tracks level. It flattened right above it actually, but yeah, I just poured down the sand and flattened that whole flat area, and then that's where I put down the asphalt because it was super nice and flat and straight. So it looks like I'm very good at building roads, which I'm not. Alright, that guy failed right around here. Let's see. Wait. Oh, because the front car got all the way to here, it said that we made it all the way to there? Weird. Usually it goes by the back car, I thought. That is interesting. Maddie says big brain on that one. Okay, we gotta go north all the way up to this search area. So I think that's right out of here, isn't it? Yeah. Actually, the road back to the left. Hello, Mr. Maddie from Lisa. I did not take the convoy over the bridge to the castle. They went to the backside. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what a lot of people have been doing, going up to the backside of the castle. Mine went to the front side. Robert says, I just got a new phone case for my new phone. That's awesome. What kind of new phone did you get? I'm one of the people who buys a new phone when it's like super badly needed. I'll wait till my phone is like a dinosaur before I get a new one. Alright, that route sort of worked. It worked once anyways.
Nice. Now we can expect some concrete slabs to be shipped this way from time to time. Not too many, of course. They can't have us actually improving on what they had, can they? For some reason, they always choose to fix things later rather than do them properly in the first place. Ah well, what can we do other than fix it?
Robert got an LG Cricket. Nice. I'm assuming Cricket's just like Cricket Wireless. That's who your carrier is. And the phone is LG something. It's kind of funny how there's like a car junkyard here. He said yes, that is correct. Alright, so we gotta turn off here to the right somewhere. And get back off. I think it's here, right? It's not, well, it could be. Somewhere around here. We gotta get back over there and find something out there. I don't know what we're finding. I tried to put a bridge to the castle, but I couldn't get a descent. I couldn't get a decent area to put it. Okay. Decent area. I found it easier snakebite, and other people can probably back this up, but if you start from the top and go down, it seems to give you a better slope than if you start at the bottom and try and go up, because it like cuts through like rocks and stuff. It still cuts through them, but it tends to let it go through when you go down from the top down rather than bottom up. Alright, we are now in the search area. For some reason I thought this was a scout and I was trying to do the little activate the object scanner. How big is this search area? Oh wow. Pretty massive. Okay. I think I'll probably go up to this northern section because all of this is just clouds up here. I've sort of been in this southern part already just because we drove in here, but we drove out to here earlier, so that's why this part is cleared out to here. Let's see, does it say what I'm looking for? Find what's left from the vehicle and return it to the archaeologist's camp. Vehicle. That looks like it out here. Let's go here. That's the reason I brought this truck, was because it has a crane. And so we'd be able to pick up the object. We wouldn't be able to like pack it or anything, but be able to take it with us. I suppose a scout truck would work too. We could winch it, but... I don't even know if this is the vehicle that they want. Oh, there it is, popped up. I'm just like, I've never seen this vehicle be one of the vehicles that they're looking for, so... the infrastructure route failed again with the semis, so... Actually, this is going to be a more interesting tow than I was thinking at first. I guess because it's a vehicle, not really an object. Is this a new idea people are doing in this game to make the sand roads everywhere? I haven't watched the stream in about a week. Yeah, sand roads are kind of just the cheaper way of building roads. Because it makes it good enough for most vehicles to pass, but not have to be as time consuming as like building actual nice roads. So it's kind of like the quicker way to do it. Welcome in, Psycho Kid. Okay, we got that. Let's go this way. I was surprised the convoy couldn't make it up even on asphalt. Yeah, it must have been a very steep slope. When I had one of the developers in my chat the other week, he said that the Nota, which is the truck that route has, is one of the worst ones in terms of off-road grip. He's like, some of those ones you're going to want to asphalt. Like, and even, he actually mentioned, even if it was a nice road with asphalt, like you said, even then some of them struggle because they're just so bad. Like he said, you might have to find an alternate route and pave that. You know, something that's a little less steep. And I was like, oh wow, okay. So whenever I get that truck, now I'm like, oh man, I gotta like really plan this route, not just kind of throw up some sand here and there. I think this is where I came in before, actually. So we should go up here, then it'll be the sulfur pits or whatever. Yeah, this map is very, very, well, it's the most difficult, I would say. Especially if you want to go get the barrels. The barrels are in a crazy spot. I'm not sure if it lets you put sand over there in that area or not, but it was pretty tough without using any sand. And there's basically no trees on here, Snakebite. I showed this off a couple of times actually already on stream, but if we go over to like the infrastructure, obviously I have clouds that are like around the edges of the map, but this is the edge of the map, right? And so there's like a chunk of trees up here, kind of here all the way down. Got a little patch here. One tree looks like maybe over here. A little patch here, little patch up here. I thought that was one, and then a little patch in the middle. There's like no trees across this entire map. Obviously, they have a bunch of trees like this, but they're not, as far as the map is showing, they're not harvestable. So I don't know. I don't know if you brought a harvester up there, if it would then work, like give you the option to cut it down if it's just not shown on the map. But if the map is correct as far as which ones you can harvest, wood's going to be hard to come by on this map. Wooden bridges are out of the question. There was when you first start, there is a sawmill here that you have to get a route up to here. And once you do that, you get some logs. I had 2 of my logs shoot up in the air. You can see them right here. These are the 2 right there and there. And actually, it looks like I have 1 or 2 of them back here that I haven't picked up. There are logs on the map. Like if I show you the edge of the shoreline here, and you go down it, you'll find like random logs, like right here, right here. That might be it, just those 2. But yeah, they're kind of scattered along the like shoreline and stuff. There'll be like random logs that are already cut, but they're pretty hard to, few and far between, I guess is what I would say. Like I'm just looking for another log to pop up. Here's one. So they'll be like here and there, but there's another one there. They're not very abundant. Here's another one there as well. So you really got to search for them. But yeah, that one mission right off the start gets you like 40 logs, I want to say, or something like that. But you need a couple. You need a couple for a mission. I used some for a bridge to go get a toy, so I can take this bridge down. I guess there's 1 tree there as well. I could take that bridge down and get like 7 or 8 back, so I'd have about 15 right now. Actually, I'd have about 17, I guess, because I would have those 2 that are flying in the air. I think I'd have around 17 logs. Alright, I gotta try. I'm trying to find a way down from here. I think we got it, actually. So wooden bridges are out of the question. I'm good, thank you, Psycho. How are you doing? From Lisa. 45 likes, thank you, Mr. Robert. That could have been from a glitch when those logs went up in the air, yes. I was putting them in, like spawning them in with the level 20 Warden vehicle, and they were basically spawning into the mud, and they would shoot off up in the air. And so those 2 shot off too high up in the air. I might be able to get them down with a crane, because all you really have to do is get within a certain distance of them, and then their like gravity stat or whatever it is like resets and they'll just fall. So I might be able to get those 2 back if I just bring up a crane. I'm not sure. Eddie says just widen the road just there. Obviously with the stream delay and me getting around to reading it, I'm not sure where that was, but I'm assuming on one of the routes that I failed, maybe? Because the route failed again? Or maybe he's behind on the stream, I'm not sure either. But I think this vehicle will give us this garage once we get this back. Hey Lisa, I don't know JJ told you my birthday's coming up June 15th. I announced it earlier, but I don't think Lisa was in here then, so no, probably not. Alright, just around the corner. Well, happy early birthday from Lisa. Yeah, this will be a nice base to have. No, you're good. I try and read everybody's chat. Sometimes people are talking to specific people, and then if the conversation goes on for a very long time, like it gets way off topic, then I won't read it, but... JJ, you need to announce to everybody new that comes in that it's his birthday. Alright, I'll put it on like a timer, and we'll get like Well, we'll get Rex in here to get the little air horn. You know, every 5 minutes. Hey, it's John's birthday. 6 days from now. Just thought I'd put out the banner, let everybody know. This is probably a dumb question, but what's everybody's favorite vehicle so far? I've said mine last week that I think it's the bigger plow. But this tank is probably my second favorite. I think this thing's pretty cool. How long have I had my channel? I started it back in 2016. I don't remember. I think it was like March of 2016. And I think I posted like 2 videos. That might be the incorrect number, but I want to say it was like 2 or 3 or maybe even 4. But a very small number of videos. I didn't really... Yeah, I guess you could say I wasn't really... Just kind of random stuff, right? Wait, does it have to be in the right rotation? Oh, there it is. Let's detach. There we go. Oh, it gave us fuel too. Nice.
Looks like that radio tower next to Northlock was not the only one damaged by the quake. So, before even more locals start pestering us to fix them all, I suggest a plan. How about you install some repeaters in spots with poor coverage? This'll be good for us too. You'll be able to ask for help recovering your vehicles if they get stuck. What do you say? It's a win-win, and no interference from those pesky local councils either.
Alright, so that opened up dry stone base here. That's going to be really nice, because now we have a base in the bottom left corner, a base in the bottom right corner, and then a base in the top left corner. So now we're just missing this machine yard base, harbor base. Yeah, I had it since 2016, but I didn't really do anything on it till the end of 2020. I started putting out a couple of videos, but I was inconsistent. I did for like 2 months, maybe, from like October 31st was when I started back posting in 2020. I remember because it was Halloween night. So we did from October to December, about like 2 months, and then I didn't do anything for like 3 or 4 or 5 months. And then about mid-2021 is when I started posting consistently. So about roughly 4 years now. Or wait. Yeah, 4 years? Let's see, objectives. Holy crap. Find all of the sites. Okay. Oh, find objects. Nope, never mind. That is a lot of objects to find. Trying to see if I can spot it from the air. What are these? Bring generators up there? I am not seeing... Oh, maybe... Oh, it's right there. It's like a lit up yellow, maybe? That's what it looks like. Let's try the other one. Oh yeah, it's kind of lit up. Funny. This one's got a little square around it too. Alright. I was 7 in 2016, yeah. Went to school in Chicago, started working in 2017. It was... I think the first 2 videos were Minecraft, maybe even 3, something like that. I'm not sure, you'd have to go back and look, but... I want to say it was 2. I think it might have been 2 videos. Let's go here and we'll get a Mule T1. Deploy. Oh, actually, I still got this other Mule T1 to deliver. So let's go back to that. That was right here. Dang it, didn't mean to do that. I lost track of where I was. Oh, here it is. Okay, enter. Yeah, somebody can check. I think it's 2 Minecraft videos, and then it was like a big space for like 4 years or 3.5 years or so. And then I started playing Gold Rush, the game. That was the game that I kind of got back into, and I started making content. Which at the time it was quite an old game. It was like 3-4 years old already, something like that. But they're still making content for it, I guess. I thought they had given up a long time ago, but apparently they just gave up during the time that I had played it. Because now they're back to making stuff. And they're actually working on another game as well. They're working on a gold mining simulator 2. Or they've renamed it from Gold Rush the game to Gold Mining Simulator. I should mention that too. Still rocking a Samsung S9. Does someone want to tell Eddie? I think he's behind on the stream. So he's talking about rebuilding a road when we were like way past that, and he's talking about his phone now, and we were quite a bit past that as well. That was when I was asking Mr. Robert Weeks what kind of phone he had. That was probably like 10 minutes ago. Lisa says, I'm glad that you came back. Well, thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Zing. I was going to say, do you think he'll get that? Thank you, Maddie. We should play a game when somebody falls behind in the stream. We should all try and guess how far they are, and then have them in the comment when we tell them that they're behind. Tell them to look how far behind they are. We're playing a game. We're guessing how far. See who can get the closest. I think that was 4 minutes and 38 seconds ago. Now it's just dead silent. Alright, this has to go up there. Both of them. Alright. Zing went from number 3 to number 1 from his telling Eddie. I see Lisa says, I like the bigger plow. To me it looks like a beast. I liked it. Yeah, that's definitely my favorite one. Alright, we gotta go back to the corner here. Zing do be number 1 for helping out for real. Crap, forgot to unpack. Well, actually that's fine. I gotta move this one out of the way, don't I? There we go. I saw Eddie said something, but it's retracted now. 47 likes. Thank you, Robert. How is that not far enough? I can't push it either. Try and rotate, maybe? There we go. And then I think this one we just have to drive in the square. We'll see if it takes it or not. We might have to take it out. There it goes. Poof, gone. It's weird that didn't trigger anything. I mean, where the ground looks kind of stable, as you just said a while back, meaning not muddy. Gotcha. just widen it in that area. Okay. I think, is this my, yeah, this is my sand truck. So I'm going to try to fix up this road a little bit, because right now, on the corners, the truck struggles a bit. So I'll just touch up the spots where I know he did struggle or probably will struggle. And then we'll kind of brush back over it with the plow. I think he probably failed about right here last time, right? Oh, you got it all the way to there? Okay. That's kind of interesting. I thought they would fail on this corner somewhere. Oh no, wrong way. Yeah, that's true, Lisa. We don't have to go very far to fill up with sand. We're within the sand zone, sand quarry zone, so I think that's good enough on that corner. It doesn't look great, but maybe when we hit it with the plow. Actually, it failed on this corner too, didn't it? It fell off. Let's go back and touch this up. Yeah, that was a good pour right there. Yeah, or he leaned very heavily into the corner, true. Alright, let's try and dispatch it, see how far he makes it. So they're starting all the way back over. I mean, who knows, just throwing that sand in there might have been just enough to get him, even if he falls off track a little bit, to get back on. I kind of doubt it. Just because it's the Wayfarer. Might need more assistance than that. That was also a pretty good pour. He got stuck here as well, didn't he? I got an idea. Let's just pour over this whole area. See if I can fit my treads through here. Sorta. I just realized I said treads. Tracks. Alright. Oh no! Ah! Sorry! I'm just checking where they're at, and he's right there. Wait, where's the semi? Oh, is it just the truck now? Did we have to get the Wayfarer through the first time, and then now it's just that truck? If that's the case, then we're probably good on the entire route, just the very end. Right here on the corner where he failed. Yeah, it's just that truck now. I guess you have to get the Wayfarer through the one time, and then you're on to Azov's. Yeah, he's a very angry man. It's kind of funny how they just lay on the horn. Like, whoever thought of that... Oh no, I think it's brilliant. Alright, let's pull off the road now we're done with this. Where the Wayfarer is... What is the name? Wait. What is the name of you where moving inside waypoints where it fell off? I am not sure what your question is there, Eddie. It's kind of hard to read that one. Welcome back, Southfang. The AI tends to ground their paths between points, or to round their paths between points. I found more points and corners helps them to stick to the route you set better. But if you do put the waypoints too close and they happen to miss one, they will look like an absolute loony driving in circles. So what he would do is, like, say he missed this point right here. Like, say he was off the road right here, he would loop back like this, and then he would go back and hit it, and then he would be too far off to be able to turn back and get to this next one. So then he would loop back around again and hit this one, and he'd loop back around and hit this one, and then loop back around and hit this one. He would just spin circles as he's going down the entire thing. But to a certain extent, they do definitely help. But what I found is that on the first waypoint, they turn very far outside. Like, they'll hit the point and then start turning. So he'll be like way outside, but by the end of it, he'll be like on the inside of the corner. So depending on, oh wow. Depending on how far, so this is probably a fail right here. That's where he failed last time. Depending on how far you got to turn, you might want to put the first point earlier and the last point further, if that makes sense, so that they have less of an arc to turn. So they sort of ease into the start of the turn and not go too far outside, and same with the end, not go too far inside. Let's adjust this point right here. Put that one inside. We'll move this down. Actually, no, we'll leave that one like this. We'll pull this one like that, and that one over, and that one. Now he's got to start all the way back at the beginning. Yeah, I'm not worried about Skynet if the AI from Farm Sim and Roadcraft is anything to go by. You were moving along waypoints where the wayfarer, or what it's called, failed on the inside corner. Oh, right here? This inside corner? Dry stone base, is that what you're looking at? You're looking for a name of something. Maybe it's East Tunnel. It's the AI Wonders on FS25. Do you need to put that little 1 point down? It's too far up. Very good, sir. Oh, okay. I didn't even read Lisa's thing, but we got the corner a little better now, I think. If you set off again, I think it'll pass with flying colors. I think so. This corner is a little bit more rounded now. And then you should be able to follow that, I think, all the way up and in. Where is he at? There he is. It's a pretty long route. Alright, back to the objectives here. So we brought the logs here, so we threw all the logs out of our truck. We gotta go get 2 slabs and 6 beams. So we could grab that from our base. We don't have the beams yet. We have 2 of them over here? No. Here, steel mill. We'll have to do some scavenging of scrap. Actually, we have this truck right here. Maybe we could get it up there. And let's see, is there any metal around? Oh wait, isn't that where the cars are? There's a tractor. There's some stuff up there we could go get. Now we just gotta make it up there. I think I have to go all the way around to get up there though. Because I don't think there's a path through right here. Or like up in this section. It's all really rocky. So I doubt there's a path. Alright. A forklift, it sells for a few dollars. Yes, forklifts are pretty lucrative. Welcome back, Joe. Just some more road crafting, that's all. Now we rebuilt the AI route. We went out and got a tracked vehicle for one of the missions. I just remembered, actually, I think I told Eddie we would go through this route with the AI with the Wayfarer, and then I just totally spaced on it. Yeah, the forklifts are like 5K. There's a couple of logs in Sojourn that are worth 8,000. And there's also some rocket parts on Deluge worth 8,000. It's kind of funny. I saw this sort of a clickbait video. There's a guy who he only had like 5 videos on his entire channel, so he's just starting out. But he had in his thumbnail it was like, I can't remember the amount, but like say $260,000, and it had like a couple of pictures of toy cars. And then in the off in the background, right behind the toy cars, there's a whole bunch of forklifts like loaded up on trailers. And so it's kind of, I mean, I guess it's true, but it's kind of deceiving. It makes it look like the toy cars are this huge valuable object, which they kind of are, but it was mainly forklifts that made him all the money. And he did it on a couple of different maps. I think I saw it on, well, basically every map, actually. I didn't really pay attention when I was looking at it, but there was one for Deluge, or no. There was one for Incommunicado, there was one for Sunken, there was one for Deluge, Sojourn, and Sandswept. Were all the ones that he had. Again, I'd have to look back and see which ones all had forklifts, but he had like huge dollar values, and then like, if you look at his trailer, he had like 40 forklifts lined up or something. He had like two trucks parked next to him, and like, I don't know, just kind of deceiving. But like I said, he was a very new channel, so it was he only had like 30 views or something on it. But those are the types of people that I'm glad don't get a lot of views, because it's like, come on, man. It's just, I don't know. The clickbait annoys me. Maybe it's, I was gonna say maybe it's the creator part, but I don't think it is. I think that just annoys everybody, doesn't it? Like, you guys as viewers don't want to click on a video and be like, oh, well, yeah, if I round up 40 forklifts, of course I'm going to have 100,000 or whatever. Obviously, my math was way off there. That would have been 200,000, but... Zing says, man, this road network I made in Sunken the second time around is amazing. I'm about to one-shot the one-time Wayfarer route to the port. Zing, are you redoing it again? I thought you were already done with Sunken the second time. Or maybe I'm misremembering where you exactly restarted from. Because I thought you were on to like Sojourn or Sandswept even. Oh, redoing the broken save, gotcha. Okay, I think we can grab these right up into there. Okay, perfect. Oh, also, iDrive, I missed your comment. Welcome in, iDrive. I was sleeping, apparently. No! Alright, maybe if I try to grab, like, the back of it, maybe? I thought that was a pretty good place to grab it. Oh, maybe if I can get the car to spin upright. Like that. There we go. Alright, I think we got it. I probably should raise that up though a little bit. It's dinking onto everything. There we go. Well, I'm off for the night. Good luck, I guess. Whenever this lands, it's still relevant. Well, I appreciate it, Eddie. Thank you for stopping in. Have a good rest of your night, and we will see you in the next one. Bye, Eddie. Thank you for coming in from Lisa. Thank you, Lisa. Yep, totally one-shot this route the entire way. One massive network of paved roads. Yeah, you're gonna upload it, Zing? You're gonna make like a quick little short video on the route for it? I think I might do that with my my castle route, because I've had a lot of people ask me where I went. Because mine's all sand, and I didn't push them. That's the one route I think I didn't push the AI. Because I built most of it off recording. Oh wait, this is the route down, isn't it? That's the only thing I really done while I wasn't streaming or recording, was that route. So I built out like the entire thing and tested it quite a few times until it like went through pretty much flawlessly. It's about to lose it. I knew it. Aww. Alright, let's try and push this thing. That should be like 4 or 5, right? 2? Okay, I'll take it, I guess. I need 6, I think. Oh wait, there's a bunch of, I thought those were beams right there. I'm like, I don't even need to craft them. Oh wow, I didn't even have to bring it into the zone. That was weird. Alright, how many do we have? 5? Almost 6, okay. Where's another piece of junk? It's like a little barrel back up behind us somewhere. What are we doing with the car? Turning it in for scrap metal. Apparently these are pretty good scrap metal. These mine carts, I haven't used one yet, but that's what Kelly told me. And Kelly never lies. Oops. Oops. Alright. The tractors are good too. Yeah, I think like the big fishing boats. Oh, it took that. Yeah, that was like... Was that 3? We had 4, right? No, we had 5. So that was like almost 2... Almost 3 for that one little thing. Alright, now we gotta get a truck in here. I think Mule T1 probably from the base here, right? I think I took one out. Yeah, there we go. Mule T1. Oh, and actually, I gotta grab out, I already forget. Okay, we need 2 slabs from here as well. So let's go to cargo out. Resource, we'll go with 2 slabs. There's 1. There's 2. So we'll put 2 of those in here. And then we'll grab all the 6 beams, and then we'll be able to finish that one off. Yeah, I'm not sure what's the best. I've been using the large pipes. Those are pretty good. They're usually just around in those areas. I've never really scavenged all that much stuff yet. The way I've been playing is pretty much grab whatever's close for the mission that you need, and that's about it. I haven't really built any elaborate like bridge systems, or I guess that would really be all you would need it for, but yeah, I haven't really built up an inventory of any of that stuff for any reason, really. I was playing some co-op the other day, I think it was Thursday, and one of the people I was with wanted to just scavenge stuff for like half the time that I was live, so like 2 hours or something. And they put, I think it was like 59 metal beams worth of crap into the I guess recycling thing. So I just have a ton of metal beams on Sandswept. Again, we finally don't have rain, and the sun's going down. It's never bright on this map. If it's not raining, it's like sun's coming up or sun's going down, or it's raining. Like there's just never. Those are the 3 things you get: a little bit of light for sun up or sundown, or raining. That's your 3. Did I take a wrong turn? Oh no, I'm in the right spot. Okay, I was like, did I take a wrong turn somewhere? Your favorite is going to be the beach one? Yeah, that's my favorite. Sojourn, it's really nice. The sun is always really bright on there, or pretty much always. I guess it does get cloudy sometimes, but pretty much always very bright. And there's no sandstorms like on Sandswept, and there's no rain. So I mean, it's just a nice sunny map all the time, which is great for screenshots. Okay, take out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I believe I needed 6. Yep, 6, alright. Hello, Sydney, welcome in. You said it's not raining. Well, you know it's going to start any minute. Yeah, exactly. The sun, like, because obviously the sun's going to start coming up here in a little bit. And it'll get a little bit brighter, and then it'll start raining. I want to see if I can get it in the corner there. Not quite, huh? $52 likes. Thank you, Robert. Lisa says hello, Morse. Sydney Morse. Hello, Het. Welcome in. Het, you streamed for a long time the other day. Was it Saturday? Or was it yesterday? I can't remember. I think it was Saturday. I checked back in and it was like 6 hours later. I was like, wow, he's still going. Maybe it was even both days, I don't know. Oh, it was both, okay. This game must have been made in England. Yeah, I think this is actually Scotland. I think it says Northern Scotland when you load into this map. Put that away. Apparently I can't put my crane back away because one of the metal is right in the way, so I'll do it myself. Yeah, I think this one's iDrive territory right here. I'm pretty sure. I guess I have no way of knowing, because it's only the first time when it kind of gives you like that, like, I guess kind of a cinematic thing, right? Like it shows you and shows some cool stuff off and then kind of talks about it a little bit. I'm pretty sure it said it was from Scotland. I want to say Northern Scotland, it said. Do they not have many trees up in Scotland, iDrive? Because this map is like no trees. There's a forest that direction. Actually, you can kind of see it a little bit here too. I think that's just them making the game more difficult, but yeah. Hat says I stream extra long on the weekends. I didn't know you streamed that long though. Because your normal streams are like 1 to 2 hours. I figured on the weekend like 3 or 4. 6 hours, that's a long time. Lots of trees, especially up north. That's funny. Yeah, it's probably just for the difficulty factor of the game. But the very rocky stuff, I don't know. I've never been there, but it does remind me of like Scotland or Iceland or Ireland, something like that, where it's all Greenland, maybe even. Like melting glaciers and whatever. Obviously for Greenland there. Well, they have trees, alright. But also many beautiful hills and valleys. I assumed once you get out of the city, you know, you go farther north and it's more mountainous and more trees and more rocks and stuff. A lot of that stuff's covered up in the towns, you know. Paved roads and sidewalks and stuff like that. All the infrastructure takes it out. Southbank says he's going to call it a night. Thanks for the tip on Sunken, JJ. Good night. Chat, and thanks for the stream. You're welcome. Southfang, have a good rest of your night. Thanks for stopping in, and we'll see you in the next one. Bearded stream for 7 hours and 40 minutes today. I saw that he was live earlier. I lurked in there for like 5 minutes. I was also lurking in Miss Dust Bunny stream. I don't think I've seen her yet today, but last night I saw you were there, Lisa. Her and Jess were streaming. Got a lot of trees in Idaho too. Yeah, I've never really spent much time in Idaho. I've been to the state, but I think we only pretty much were passing through. Going from Montana to Washington. That says, see you later, Southfang. Bye, Southfang from iDrive. Hello, Trevor. Welcome in. Trevor Murphy. Oh, wait, I missed... Oh, wait, no, I didn't. I thought I missed my turn. Never mind. Yeah, 7 hours is a pretty long stream. Especially non-stop, you know, sometimes you go grab something to eat or take a bathroom break or something, but 8 hours straight's a long time. Darren, welcome in. You were in his stream for a little over 2 hours today. And you've been here for probably getting pretty close to the same, huh? You were in his dreams, yeah. That's funny. I saw it, but I didn't say it. I knew what you meant. You believe in dream? Not his dream. You're saying, nah, he was dreaming of you. You're not lying. That is a pretty funny autocorrect, because it makes sense too. You're like, yeah, I was in his dream for a little over 2 hours. He was dreaming about me all morning. It's not one that you're like, wait, what? That doesn't make any sense. Like that one, it kind of makes sense. I could see that. That's a pretty funny autocorrect. Thank you. I know you speak Lisa. Thank God. You're the best. Sometimes it's confusing. Hey there, Darren. Must have missed when I said hey there first time. But how you doing, Darren? Welcome in. Alright, we gotta deliver these slabs and beams right here. Alright, mission complete. Oh, he's saying hi to Lisa, I think. That's what that was for. Hi, L-I, not JJ. I see. That was not for me. Milltown, welcome in. This is the map of Kernel. Oh, we gotta build a road? Wait. Hang on, objectives. I think this was the road I had to build, right? Now we gotta clear the area of objects. We got a bunch of rocks. I think I might just use this. Well, no. I was thinking about loading up those rocks into the trailer here. Wait, where is that tunnel entrance? Right here? No, right here, okay. Between those two. Loading up the rocks and bringing them in a trailer, but I think I might just throw them, move them off the road. Milltown, thank you for the subscription. Yeah, this is the last map. This is called Kernel. We're about, probably if I had to guess, maybe 40%? You're loving Roadcraft? Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Alright, let's go back and I think we'll grab some kind of a crane again. Maybe the tank? Well, we could use this. I don't use this often. I don't know if this will be able to pick up the big rocks, but... Let's see, how big are those rocks? Yeah, you might struggle with the really big two. We'll see. So iDrive gave me a very cool idea that I'll probably use the second time I play through this game, which is to pick up a whole, like, probably on Sandswept, that one has the most amount of rocks. But pick up a whole bunch of rocks on Sandswept, and then, like, sort of line them up on the side of your road as, like, a decoration. I think that'd be really cool. Or maybe even using other junk would be kind of funny. Like, just picking up all of the broken tires and, like... I don't know, like just having a tire road, like it's lined with tires, would be kind of fun. Just dumb stuff. The rocks would make a good practical decoration, but the tires and stuff would just be kind of funny to have a bunch of junk. Can you go over 20 stars? Not sure what you mean on that one, Joe. Do you do multiplayer too, or mostly solo? I've been doing some multiplayer actually on this specific save, but I don't want to anymore because I need basically I need to get all of the toys and barrels. I need to get screenshots of them all, and then I'm going to make them into videos. I have the recording done, and then I might end up just... I think actually I probably will. I think I'm just going to sell them all. Actually, you know what I should do? I'm gonna see if I can get somebody to help make a copy of my save, all of my maps, and that way I have all of the cars and barrels still on that save, and I can use them for screenshots, and then I'll have this one where I can sell them all for the achievement. That's what I'll do. But yeah, I don't know if any of you guys ever use MapRunner, but I've sent all of the pictures to Dave, and Dave's actually going to put all of the pictures of every single toy car up on the website. So if you guys go to MapRunner and you click on the toy car, it'll show you a picture of where the toy car is, like on the map, before anything's ever like moved or whatever. So that'll be kind of cool. But yeah, that's why I don't want to have anybody join me anymore for right now, because I got to get all that work done before I have anybody join and mess it up somehow. I think most people wouldn't, but you never know. Like if somebody joined my game and then went and sold all my toy cars, I would be kind of screwed. I'd have to replay the entire game to get to this point to go get those toy cars again. So yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get a copy, like maybe have somebody join me for every map, and then they'll copy my save, and then I'll join them for all of their maps, copy their save, and then I'll have a complete copy of my own. Oh man, I can't lift it. I'm lifting as high as I can. It's not going. It's lifted the whole back tracks of the truck though. Oh wait, if I get it closer it can. That's funny, okay. I'm kind of surprised it could lift that. Well, since you're talking about this game, I feel like it's starting to be fun. I'm gonna play it tonight. Very nice. I think it's a pretty fun game. Oh no. I guess technically that's outside. Be cool to have a graveyard of scrapped cars, right? That's another good idea. Just have a road lined up with like cars or barrels or like just something would be funny. Or like, if you went around and collected a whole bunch of scrap, like you could have a road that has just rocks, and then you could have another road that has like scrapped cars, and another road that has like a bunch of barrels, or like you could just do a whole bunch of different ones. That'd be pretty cool. Oh, forgot to put the parking brake. Alex, or make a landfill somewhere, layers of junk, layer of sand, compact it. The only thing that wouldn't work on that is all of the junk will actually float to the top. So anything you try to bury on this game, it floats. Like if you try to bury a friend's car with sand, the car will just like appear back on top of the pile of sand. Or if you pour sand on a bunch of rocks, the rocks will float back above the sand. Same with barrels and basically every kind of junk in this game, the sand will push it back up to the top. Unknown Gamer, welcome in. iDrive says that's a big brain move. Mr. Maddie with lots of wiener water soup and cookies. Thank you, Maddie. I think he's saying that's lame. Yeah, that's just too big. Wait, am I even in the... I'm not even in the zone I have to clear, oh my gosh. I thought it started right there, it's not even the spot. And I don't know when I'll be going home, but I'm going home. That's good. I'm gonna have my birthday in Chicago. And then Florida for 4th of July, my family's gonna be there. All of you are going to the parks. That's fun. I know you said earlier Orlando, the Disney World or Disneyland. I forget what's what. That is true, Lisa. Probably had to be cleared anyways for the... I'm guessing there's an NPC route that's going here after this. Oh, and Blaine with some wiener water soup as well. I missed that one. Blaine, iDrive. We're getting more and more cans as time goes on. Oh, geez, these boulders are massive. It didn't look that big from the map. I thought two of them looked big, but geez, even the smaller ones look big now. Alright, got that one. I don't know if I can get this. My parking brake's not on, so we were sliding backwards. I think we got it. Barely. It's kind of cool how you have to have like an actual good grip on the rock or it'll just kind of slip out. So not every like grab is the same. May have to use Mr. Plow. The little crane that could. We're hoping so. I'm gonna see if I can maybe back into it. I mean, maybe not the crane that could, but the bed. The truck bed that could. I even forgot Florida there's Universal Studios. I didn't know that. Isn't that where... Don't they make movies or something in Universal? I don't... Or is that like a theme park? Het says hello, Maddie, as well. Alright, we'll grab the little ones now. Or whatever we can. Alright. It's like a poor man's bowling alley. Trying to crash into and knock all the pins over. Oh. Depth perception's off again. I don't think I can reach that one. Yeah, that one's too far. Maybe this one? There we go. Caveman Alley. That's funny. All the rocks. Alright, so we kind of got two options. Push all of them out of the way. Or bring out a bigger crane. Or a bulldozer or something. What do you guys think? Sandy says push. On my break, have I missed anything? Not sure when you left exactly, but we did a little bit of scrapping. I know that was the most recent thing that we did. So we scrapped some stuff. And then we delivered all the materials that we had scrapped. We delivered... no! Saw that one coming. So we delivered 6 logs, which we already had there actually. I think it was 5. 5 or 6 logs. That's not gonna... yeah, that's not gonna work. 2 concrete slabs. And 6 metal beams. If you're pushing them, is that a rock and roll? Let's see, did I try the farther one? I think I tried the closer one. Let's try this one. This looks like it's just going to slip off the entire time, but maybe if I can get a little bit on the side here, it's kind of got a flatter spot. Maybe a little bit more grip right there. Nope. Alright. Can you use the arm to roll it away? You could probably push them a little bit, but it doesn't work great. I did try before. It kind of just bends at the, like, the arm, where the point of the arm is. So you could kind of scoot them like that. But yeah, it doesn't work very good. Oh, that was a good one, actually. Maybe I just gotta center him up more. Oh, that one's pushing me. Okay, so it works for the smaller ones. Alex has become a member. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate that. Let's get some W's in the chat for Mr. Alex, guys. First member of the stream. Super stickers aren't working? Really? That's weird. That's the first time I've ever had somebody tell me that. We got Het, Joe, Maddie, Lisa, Sandy. Thank you guys. Hashtag Alex for Maddie as well. Robert. iDrive. Okay, let's bring out... Should I bring this one back? It's already way out there. I don't want to. Let's just use this one, actually. Oh, wait, no. We have it right here. Right there. I sent 2 and nothing says successful payment. Or do you actually, you know what, Matt? Do you remember last time when you said you sent it and it showed up? It didn't show up in my Streamlabs, but it showed up like on my, when I checked it on my YouTube. Let me see if it shows up here again. One second. So that we know one way or the other, I guess. Yeah, it doesn't show up here either, so it didn't go through for some reason. I don't know why that would be. Oh, you got a question. What happened to Captain Rob? Captain Rob went up north, I think it was, for 2 weeks. He should be back any day now. It's been about 2 weeks. I don't know exactly when he left. I think actually he should be back today. Or like this last weekend, I think. I'm not sure. I am back after spawn camping my mailbox for a transformer model that I ordered. That's awesome. Spawn camping the mailbox is funny. I got a W from Alfredo. Afraid a long time no see from Lisa. I found a glitch. If you reset a map, you get a second rusty vehicle. Really? I got 2 cranes and 2 leaky dump trucks now. That's weird. I've reset a map, but I don't think I got a second vehicle. Let me see. I should have, if that's the case, I should have a couple. It was the, no, it was one of the first maps. Oh, wait, that's scouts. Sorry. Here's the rusties. Yeah, no, it didn't work for me. I didn't get a second pike. I didn't get a second roller or a Voron or a Taiga. All on the second map. That's the one that I redid. That's why I can't find him nowhere. Yeah, he's been gone for about 2 weeks. I think he should be back, like, today. I'm not 100% sure when he's coming back, but he said 2 weeks, and that was probably about 2 weeks ago, so. This building says 1887 on it. I've got a second rusty vehicle for all the ones on Incommunicado, but they won't store in the garage. Oh, really? So there's some weird stuff going on, huh? After the first update. I'm not entirely sure when mine happened. Because I reset it just a few days ago to record a video about road building. It would be the video that the Warden came out with. I did like a little kind of review of the Warden, the level 20 vehicle. I had to show off the road building mechanic there. So probably about a week ago. I don't know if that was before or after the update, though. That is pretty interesting, though. That's cool. Whatever works, man. They're free vehicles. They're not quite as good as the other ones most of the time, from what I've seen, but they'll get the job done and save you some money. It's nice to have 2 big cranes. Yeah, I got 3, but I got the rusty 605 or 612C. I had to think about that. The rusty 612C, the new 612C, and then what's the other one called? The HWC, like some weird, I can't remember the numbers on it. I don't remember anything about it, really. Delivered stuff by recovering trucks at a spot. The item should be delivered handy if has no crane. Oh, delivered item should be delivered to. Yes, that makes sense, Grey Wolf. Because when you recover a truck, it just basically drops to the ground. So if you were in a zone where it needed to be delivered and you couldn't like get it out of your truck, you could just recover it and it would drop to the ground in that spot, then completing the mission. So yeah, that would work. Alex is starting up a heist, guys. Anybody want to get in the heist? So far, it's just Alex. See if we can get a big heist going. Can you sell the rest free vehicles? Oh, wait, can you sell the reset? Sell them? Oh, sell them and then reset again? Like, could you get like... you can't sell any rusty vehicles, so that shouldn't work anyways. Credit goes to iDrive. Oh, iDrive started, I see. Alex just joined. My bad. So we have iDrive and Alex. That's checking his points. Thank you, Alex, for the correction on that one. I didn't see that. I just see yours. Of course, now I've seen his that I looked, but... Mr. Blaine's going in. I'm the captain of this boat. I mean, your name is iDrive. You're the driver, so you're the boat captain here in this scenario. Alex is your first mate, or whatever it's called. Oh, wow, look at that little... You guys see that?
There's the little sharp point in the road there. That's funny. I wouldn't have noticed it if I was just driving along, but I totally hit that point. It's super camouflage. Oh, you missed the boat. By 6 seconds, you missed the boat. iDrive and Alex and Blaine all won. So would have been a good one to get in. Alright, let's throw this a little bit more to the side. No, stop. Okay, I thought I was going to roll back in. I'm like, no! I was going to say the ship has sailed, but we're calling it a boat, so the boat has sailed. iDrive says sailboat X, drive boat, check. Alright, this should be the last rock to get out of here. Barely got it out of the road. Alright.
So, you think it's time to handle Northlock's food supply problem? About time, too. I heard they've been rationing coffee for a while now. Just the thought of rationing coffee makes me sweat. The food convoy would be there by now, but radio interference has messed up their nav systems. Plan a route from the southern tunnel to guide them to Northlock Village. The coffee must flow.
The coffee must flow. Okay, well, it looks like the thing we have to find over here is like right here. I don't know if we'll be able to... Oh, wait, this little one might be able to get back there, actually. I have an idea. I can use the big crane to drop the little crane into this little crevasse. And maybe go back to there and pick it up, whatever we got to pick up. Or we could just full send it. Actually, that'd be more fun. We have a crane truck here if we need it. Full send. Oh, look at that. We landed it. I guess that's one way to get down. Except now we might be stuck. We might need the big crane's help to move us just a little bit. There we go. I find the track vehicles aren't very good at climbing the rocks in these sections, but looks like it's going to be good enough for now. Oh boy, nailed it. Gotta go have a good stream. Sounds good, Het. See you later. Have a good rest of your stream as well. Mr. Mario, welcome in from Texas. Said hello from Texas. We actually have quite a few viewers from Texas. Let me put that over here. Lisa says, what part of Texas you at? So I know that's where Gold's from. I think Lisa, you're from there. Obviously, Miss Texas is from there. I know Cool's Gaming's from there. Oh no, I missed it. I have Sam that's from there. Corpus Christi, okay. McAllen? Not sure where that one is. Australia, we have quite a few Aussies in here too. Not right now, I don't think, but We have Ian, who's here on the regular. He's from Australia. We have Smidog, who's here occasionally. Neighbor, who's Australian as well. Trying to think who else we have. Lawrence is from Australia. Eli's from Australia. I feel like I missed... Oh, Darren? Wait, no. Is it Darren? Yeah, Darren's from Australia. So what's that, like 8 maybe? Not too bad. And obviously those are just the ones that I know too, right? Like there's usually a lot of lurkers. Like we probably have 20 people here and here like actually chatting, but 78 viewers total. It's kind of fun to count like all the different time zones we have in the chat. The highest we've had is 13 at once, which is pretty cool. Did that rock just disappear? I thought I tried to grab a rock and I think I shot it into the other rock somehow. Yeah, they put a bunch of boulders on this side to not let you get back into here to get that thing. Darren, you're from England. Who am I? I think there's another Darren that's from Australia. And now I'm forgetting his name. Oh, missed that one. I'm from the loony bin. From the rat race that some call New York. I don't know why I said that really funny, but... BVG, welcome back in. Can't stream due to these storms. Knocked out the power 4 different times. That's not fun. Deep south, around 2.5 hours from Corpus Christi. Okay. Manchester, England from Joe. UTD or City Joe? Okay, Manchester City or UTD. I'm not sure what that means. Got some English speak going on. I gotta move my vehicle forward again. I'm gonna try and turn this one to the right and push it out of the way. Footy talk. 63 likes, thank you, Robert. Yeah, I think this might be kind of hard now, the rest of the way to get back to here. What would you do with a smaller vehicle in here, though? I'm guessing most people like probably build a bridge over to here and then like go pick it up with a crane, maybe? I don't know. No. Ah, can't get any of them now. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Oh, so it'd be funny if you picked up a rock and we found a lobster. That'd be a funny little Easter egg, like, because I'm sure they expect a lot of people to move these rocks just because there's a goal back here. But I think a lot of people will probably skip it and just build a bridge across and go and get it, kind of thing. I wonder if we could maybe push this rock closer to us. By dragging this down. Dragging it towards us, there we go. And then try it this way. It's weird that the camera changes. It's kind of annoying actually. Because now I can't get this to turn to the right spot. It's kind of trippy too. Stop turning it. Hello, Jim. Welcome in. Alright, further. The problem is I can't really push these up further because if I do that, I'm going to get myself stuck. They're just too heavy.
This site looks like it's undamaged. The archaeologists will be happy. These eggheads sure are living the life, aren't they? They get to do all this exciting stuff, like uncovering ancient treasure, discovering old curses, and fighting mummies. Okay, I know that's probably not the case, but I like to think it is. Certainly beats spending weeks in the blazing sun digging up prehistoric dirt for shards of pottery, and the hundreds of forms they probably have to fill out. My hat goes off to those brave souls.
My hat goes off to those brave souls, is that what you said? MC, welcome in. Sorry I missed yours. The mule is the best truck through and through this game. Or for this game. Until the mod comes out. Yeah, being able to have the crane and the bed is really nice on that one. I don't think I can get through this. The crane's too small. And the rocks are too big. So until we like bridge across it or get something bigger in here, I think we're just kind of stuck. Because I can't really push this out of the way either. Well, I guess that's kind of working. Yeah, I think we'll probably have to do more than likely from this road. Oh, I didn't even realize there's like a road right here that goes down and then you can go over. So skip all of this part. But we'd still have to push all this stuff out of the way, so we could probably bring a bigger crane. I'm assuming we could knock all these rocks out of here. We'll see if those move. It's like Claw Simulator, right? The Claw. Jim says Cheltenham Town in England, very nice. But that's how JJ rolls. The truck liking the most is the MTK Prosecco 200 with tray back and the monster wheels. Good for flooded water, yes. Yeah, there is a pretty good Prosecco for cargo hauling. Excavator with the jackhammer attachment would be sweet, right? Go in there and knock some of those rocks out. Maddie says hi to Jim. Hello all. Jim MC from iDrive. iDrive. Silver Dragon, welcome in. Wait, working on these maps, they aren't a fast gameplay. Yes, it's pretty slow, isn't it? It's a pretty slow-paced game. Kind of like SnowRunner, but I think you can go a little bit faster here because you can, like, sort of cheat a little bit by, like, pushing cars. Not necessarily building the good roads. Alright, we're going to be ending stream here as soon as we probably clear all these rocks, because I have to go and eat. And then I'll be finishing on working on the toy cars that I was talking about earlier, the toy cars and barrels for this map. So I've came up with all the other ones for all the other maps so far. We have all of these ones rounded up. Quickly show you guys. Right, no, not here. Right here. We got all the cars and all the barrels rounded up for this map, so I gotta pose them for a nice little screenshot and edit the video and upload that. We'll be doing that later today. Or tonight, I guess. But for now, we're just gonna try and clear some of the rocks. Try and get some of them a little bit further up the hill there. Took me 2 days to finish the desert map. Which one is that? Aftermath or Principe? Or was it one of the further ones like Sojourner Sandswept? Because the first two maps are kind of tied together, Principe and Aftermath. And then you got Sojourn and Sandswept, which aren't tied together, but they're further on in the game. They're both like sandy maps as well. Let's see if we can get this big boy up here. Get it to stay, maybe? There we go. Oh, Sandswept, okay. Yeah, Sandswept had a lot of rocks on it too, didn't it? There we go. Should be able to plop that one right here. There's kind of a little crease there in the rock where it might sit nice. Maybe not. Go higher. There we go. Um, 190 hours to 100% all maps, and didn't get all toys or barrels finished an hour ago. Very nice. That's awesome. Good for you, Mario. I think I'm at like 168 hours before I started today, but obviously some of that's content creation too. And I've played with friends and stuff too, is, you know, messing around, so not all of mine is like pure like progression, I guess you could say. I'm gonna try and see if I can swing this a little bit. Is it just enough? Nice. Rolling into the spot. That's awesome. $12,000 hours just watching. Come on, grab that little rock. That one must not be grabbable. Oh. Yeah, it's not switching to it. Alright. Well, that is where we're going to end the stream for today, guys. We'll get back to it tomorrow. I'm going to see if there's anybody on that I can send you to. I'm assuming like maybe Het had started up. We'll see. But yeah, you guys can look forward to seeing some some videos. Oh, we got Adam that's on. We'll send you to Adam. Adam is a new, I guess, new viewer of the channel, and he's also starting out his own YouTube channel, so he's only got a couple of subs. So we'll send you over to Adam. Probably the most viewers he's ever had in his life. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys all in the next one. WStream, thank you Sandy, thank you Maddie, thank you ATO, iDrive, Lisa, Joe, Silver Dragon, Mario, MC, Jim, Z, anybody else that I've missed? I know Zing was here for a bit. Alfredo, Amir, thank you guys. Everybody have a good day. And anybody else that I've missed? I usually just look at the chat and see who's there, but I'm sure I've missed quite a few of you. Robert, thank you.